The origin of physical laws. Have you ever stared at the night sky and felt a question form in the depths of your soul? A question so vast, so profound, that it seems to silence the entire universe just to hear itself asked? It's not a question about a star or a galaxy or even about black holes. It's a question about the very fabric of reality itself. Why does anything obey rules? Where did the instruction manual for the cosmos come from? Welcome, cosmic travelers. Today, we are embarking on the greatest detective story of all time. We are going to hunt for the origin of physical laws. Look at your hand, the bones, the skin, the blood flowing through tiny rivers of veins. Every atom in your body, every spark of energy in your neurons is dancing to a silent, universal tune. Gravity pulls you down to the earth. Electromagnetism binds the molecules of your skin together. The nuclear forces, locked within the heart of every atom, blaze with the same fire that fuels the stars. These laws are relentless. They are unwavering. A ball dropped on Earth or on a planet a billion light years away will fall. Light will always travel at the same ultimate speed. It's as if the universe is a machine of unimaginable complexity, and it's running on a flawless, eternal code. But who was the programmer? For centuries, science has been content to describe what the laws are. We've become master cartographers of reality, mapping out the continents of physics with stunning accuracy. But we've been afraid to ask the terrifying, the magical, the ultimate question: who drew the map? And on what parchment was it drawn? Let's journey back, not just to the beginning of our universe, but to the beginning of beginnings itself. The prevailing story is the Big Bang, a singularity of infinite density and heat, the cosmic seed from which all of space and time blossomed. But think about that for a moment. Truly think about it. In that first moment, that first breath of existence, the laws of physics as we know them did not exist. Time itself did not exist. There was no before, no after. There was only a potentiality, a silent scream of pure, undifferentiated isness. And then, in a flash, the laws crystallized. They froze into place, like a sudden, perfect frost forming on the window pane of creation. Why these laws? Why is the force of gravity exactly 10 to the power of 39 times weaker than the electromagnetic force? If it were even slightly different, stars would either never form or would burn out in seconds. No stars, no planets, no us. The strength of the nuclear force, the mass of the electron, the charge of the proton, every single constant, every single rule is fine-tuned with the precision of a master watchmaker. A watchmaker who seems to have left their signature everywhere, but remains utterly, completely hidden. This is where science brushes shoulders with the mystical. This is the realm of the anthropic principle. It simply states that the universe must have the properties it does, because we are here to observe it. In a universe with different laws, no one would be around to ask the question. It's a logical answer, but it feels hollow, doesn't it? It's like finding a perfectly crafted key and a perfectly crafted lock, and saying, the key must fit the lock. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here to try it. It explains the coincidence, but ignores the staggering, miraculous fact of the coincidence itself. It feels less like an answer and more like a cosmic shrug. So, let's push further, into the realm of the truly magical. Imagine for a moment that our universe is not fundamental. What if it is a shadow, a projection? This is not just science fiction. Some of the most brilliant minds in theoretical physics are exploring the possibility that our three-dimensional reality, with its flow of time and rigid laws, is a hologram. That all the information needed to describe everything you see, feel, and are is encoded on a two-dimensional surface at the very edge of the universe. The laws of physics, in this view, are not primary. They are emergent. They are the consequence of a deeper, more fundamental code running on the cosmic hard drive. The laws are the user interface, and we are only just beginning to suspect the existence of the desktop. Where is this cosmic computer? What is its nature? This is where the mystery deepens into pure wonder. Perhaps our universe is one of countless bubbles in a frothing, eternal multiverse. An infinite number of universes, each with its own random set of laws. Most are stillborn, chaotic, or empty. But in a few, by sheer, unimaginable chance, the numbers line up. Life emerges, consciousness sparks, and beings like us look up at the sky and wonder where the rules came from. In this view, there is no designer, only an infinite casino of existence, and we simply happen to be in the one universe that hit the jackpot. But does that feel satisfying to you? To trade a divine watchmaker for a cosmic slot machine? There is another, even more mind-bending possibility. What if the laws are not discovered but created? What if consciousness itself is the missing ingredient? For centuries, we've operated under the assumption that the universe is an objective, external reality that we are passively observing. But quantum mechanics has already shattered that illusion. At the most fundamental level, particles exist in a haze of probability until an observation, a measurement, forces them to choose a state. The observer and the observed are inextricably linked. Now, take that idea and inflate it to a cosmic scale. What if the universe only became solid, only became lawful, when the first conscious beings evolved to look upon it and demand consistency? What if the laws are a kind of agreement, a consensus reality formed by the collective observation of every sentient mind that has ever existed? We are not just reading the cosmic code. We are, in a very real sense, writing it with every moment of our perception. This is the ultimate mystical insight. The seeker is the source of the mystery. The question about the origin of the laws is the very process that sustains them. Think of the stories of the ancient mystics, the sages, the shamans. They didn't speak of laws of physics. They spoke of a living, breathing, conscious universe. They spoke of the Logos, the Tao, the Brahman, an underlying intelligent principle that manifests as reality. They heard the music of the spheres. We, with our telescopes and particle colliders, have simply given new names to that same music. We call it general relativity. We call it quantum mechanics, but the song remains the same. So, where does this leave us in our detective story? We have several suspects. Suspect 1, a cosmic architect, a transcendent intelligence that designed the code for reasons beyond our comprehension. This is the traditional God hypothesis, dressed in the language of mathematics. Suspect 2, a multiversal lottery, an infinite cosmic landscape where we just got lucky. No purpose, no design, just breathtaking, random fortune. Suspect 3, a holographic simulation. We are living in a reality generated by a deeper level of existence. The laws are the software, and we are the characters inside the program. Suspect 4, a participatory universe. Consciousness and cosmos are one. The laws crystallized when we started looking, and they are maintained by our collective observation. Which one feels true to you? Not which one seems most logical on paper, but which one resonates in your soul. Because this is no longer just a question for science. It is a question that straddles the border of physics and philosophy, of data and dream. The origin of physical laws is the greatest unsolved mystery. It is the silence at the beginning of the symphony. It is the blank page before the first word of the story was written. And we are that story, becoming aware of its own author. This journey of discovery is the most important one we can undertake. For in finding the source of the rules, we may finally understand our own role in this magnificent, bewildering cosmos. If this journey into the heart of reality has sparked something in you, if you feel that call to look deeper, then I invite you to join our community of cosmic explorers. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Your support is what allows us to dive into these profound mysteries. And I want to hear from you. Leave a comment below and tell me, which origin story resonates with you? The architect, the lottery, the simulation, or the participatory universe? The conversation itself is part of the discovery. And if you are ready to go even deeper, to explore the edges of modern cosmology and the thrilling idea that our universe is a holographic projection, I have written a book that delves into these very concepts. It's called Holographic Multiverse. And in it, we unpack the science and the magic behind these ideas in ways we simply don't have time for in a single video. It's a guidebook for the next stage of our cosmic awakening. The link to purchase Holographic Multiverse is in the video description below. Thank you for joining me on this adventure. Remember, the universe is not only stranger than we imagine, it is stranger than we can imagine. Keep looking up and keep asking the big questions.